Hey guys, Dr. Stephanie here, and today we're going to go through 5 exercises to work on strengthening your hips. And so we're focusing on the whole hip here, your hip flexors, your glutes, your hip abductors. And it's really important to strengthen your hips because the stronger your hips are, the less likely you'll have pain in your hip, pain in your knee, pain in your foot and ankle, and even pain in your low back. Or if you're experiencing pain in any of these areas, then it's important to strengthen your hips because that can help reduce pain. Because a lot of times our hips are weak and we don't even realize it. We may have strong hips in one direction, but it's common that our hips are not strong in this hip abduction move, kind of bringing our leg out to the side. And that can cause us to limp or kind of swing our hips as we walk. And that can lead to injuries and pain. So we're going to go through these 5 exercises that you can do to prevent pain and to get rid of pain. So we just need minimal equipment, but the first one we're going to do involves a step. And you can use a step like this, or you can use a stair in your house, or a curb, or even a book. So if you're a beginner, you can start with a lower height, so maybe just one book, and then advance to a higher step height. So you're gonna step on the step, and you want one foot to be kind of on the edge of that step. And then what you're gonna do is bend this knee that you're standing on, tap your heel to the ground a little bit in front of you, come back up, and you want to maintain most of your weight on this leg that's on the step. So you're going to tap down, and you can hold onto something if you need to. Come back up, tap in the middle, kind of right next to that foot, come back up, and then tap behind you, and come back up. So you're just going to go forward, to the side, and then back behind you. And you really want to maintain most of the weight on this leg. The other leg is just kind of gently tapping down. And again, hold on to something if you need to, but this is really working on this hip strength and stability here. So you want to do about 10 reps, take a rest, and then you can repeat that 2 or 3 times. Okay, let's get rid of the step and go ahead and grab a loop resistance band like this. You're going to place this band around your thighs, right above your knees here. And we're going to do one of my favorite exercises for hip strength. Also works for balance, single leg stability. So what you want to do is bend both knees slightly. You're going to lift one leg up. So this knee is bent to 90 degrees. Again, hold on to something if you need to. And then you're just going to bring this leg out to the side and then back down. This is called a fire hydrant. So out to the side, back down, out to the side, back down. You want to do 10. And then switch to the other side, same thing, 10 on the other side. And then relax. You want to do 2 or 3 sets of that. But that's a really good one for working on hip strength, hip stability, balance, and really everything. So that's a great one. Okay, now let's actually keep this band on. Place it around your ankles. And I'm going to go to the end of my mat here because what we're going to do is called a reverse monster walk. So bend your knees slightly, feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to take a wide step back here and then step back with the other leg. So we're just going out to the back, to the back. And then I'm going to turn around so you can keep on watching me. But you can do this around your house, outside, down a long hallway, wherever you want to do. But we're just taking a wide step backwards, keeping that resistance in the band. And this is really working on hip extension strength. So that kicking your leg back motion and really working on those glutes as well. So you want to do that for 1 to 2 minutes. If it's really tough at first, you can start with just 30 seconds and then increase the time as you get stronger. So that's number 3. Now we'll bring this band back up to around our thighs, right above our knees. We're going to do what's called stanky leg. I know it has a funny name, but what you're going to do is you're going to keep one foot flat on the ground, place the other foot, lift your heel, and what you want to do is just rotate this knee out to the side, then back to the middle. So rotate out and back, out and back, out and back. And so this is working on hip rotation strength and also glute strength. You're also stabilizing on the other leg. So you're working on that hip stability and strength on that other leg as well. So you want to do about 10 and then switch. So lift the other heel and then rotate that knee out to the side, just like that. 10 times again, and then repeat 2 or 3 times. Okay, for our final exercise, we're gonna go down onto the mat. And what we wanna do is, you're gonna keep this band around your thighs here, and you're gonna straighten the top leg, keep the bottom knee bent, go on your forearm, lift up and do a side plank here, hold this position, and you're just gonna lift this top leg up and back down. This one's a little bit tougher, so if you need to do it without the band, you can. But you want to make sure your foot is pointed straight the whole time. You don't want it to rotate towards the ceiling. You just want to lift up and back down, up and back down. You want to do about 10. You'll roll to the other side, do the same thing, and repeat that 2 or 3 times. So all of those exercises really work on that hip strength, that stability, that balance, and they can help prevent pain, like I said, in your lower back, your hips, your knees, even your feet and ankles. And they can also help get rid of it if you're already experiencing that pain. So try all of those exercises. Hopefully you build really strong hips and get rid of any pain you might have.